Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm not going to be on camera today because I'm quite sick, but what I thought I would do is show you my powders and maybe do a bit of a declutter. Now I've got some really old powders like this one. This one's by Bare Minerals, but it is years old. I think it needs to go now really. It's just the original Mineral Veil. And I did a swatch of this the other day and it just didn't feel right. So even though it's quite an expensive product, yeah, I think it needs to go. And I've got so many other powders, I don't really need to keep it. I'm sure it's expired by now, so that one is being decluttered. Then I've got this. It says it's an illuminating face powder, but it's more of a, I would say it's more of a face powder, if you can see that there. I mean, it does have a little bit of colour to it, but it doesn't really show up on the hand, if you can see. Only shows up a tiny bit. I'm going to keep it because I've not actually used it yet, so I'll keep that one. Then I've got this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in the shade 1. I'm definitely keeping this. I really do like this one. Whoops, can you see? These are just so messy, but I definitely want to keep it. It would be better if it had like a sifter like that Bare Minerals one did, but it just doesn't. Don't know if you can see it, but most of the products on the top, so I want to start using that soon. I've got a couple of other face powders that are in the bathroom, which I'll have to go and get in a second and show you them. Then I've got the NYX HD Studio finishing powder, which I want to keep as well. I barely use this one. It's just in the shade 01. And again, this is done the same thing as a Laura Mercier one has. All the products on the top. So this definitely needs to get more use. I've got a collection one here. I don't know whether to declutter this one. This one's fairly old as well, and it's in the shade 2 Translucent. Yeah, it's too dark for me. That one's being decluttered. Then I've got the W7 Banana Dreams. I'm thinking I'm going to keep this. This has barely been used. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Just basically test it out. I might do a video on W7 makeup and test that out, because I've got quite a lot of things from W7. Then I have this one with a cracked lid. Now this is a favourite amongst us YouTubers. This one is in the shade 001. I need to pan it because it's still alright. I think it's still alright anyway. I'll think about that one. I do have another one of it, so I could get rid of it. Then I've got this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. Do I really need the W7 one if I've got this? I'm going to keep the W7 one just while I do that video, because I do want to do a W7 video. Then I've got this PS Instagirl Flash Photo Powder. It's great for pictures, and you can see there I'm almost hitting pan on it, so I am going to keep it. Not sure which one I'm going to use next actually, once I've used the one I'm panning. Then I've got this Makeup Academy Prime and Conceal Powder. That just looks like that, which I'll keep. I have the MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder. I'm going to keep that. From what I can remember, it's really nice and it's still really smooth, so it's not expired yet. I've got this Essence All About Matte, which has barely been used, so that's definitely being kept. yeah, keeping that. This one is another Rimmel one, but it's in the Peach Glow. It's Peach Glow. I'm going to keep it and test it. And then maybe it will get decluttered in the next round. This one is supposed to be a highlighter. It's the Essence Oz Great and Powerful Highlighter. Now remember, I got this from Amazon, I think. But it's just not an highlighter, guys. It's more of a powder. I'll keep that for now. Then I've got this one, this Stay Matte in Translucent. It's the exact same one. Which has never been used. That one's never been used. Let's test the formula on this one. They're about the same. I think I'm just going to get rid of it because it's the packaging is kind of smashed in. Then I've got this Laura Geller one, and it's the Balance and Brighten foundation in porcelain, but I don't use it as a foundation, I use it as a powder. So I'll keep that. Then I have this Mally one. Again, it's more of a powder. It's supposed to be a powdered foundation. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I'll get rid of that because it just feels like it's too dark for me. What shade is it? It's in the shade Fur, but I will get rid of that. And it's left me so much more room now, guys. Right, so let's put some of these back. So the next one is going back. The Milani one can stay in that little section as well. And oh, you've got the Essence one. And then you've got the Laura Mercier, and I think that's it. I've got so much room not to buy any new powders because I'm not going to buy any. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of powders anyway. Like I said, I have got a couple in the bathroom, which I'll go and get now so you can see. Right, so I'm back. So the powder that I'm panning at the moment is this Revlon Colour Stay. And it's in the shade Light Pale. Now, to be honest, there isn't much more to go. I've had to order some rubbing alcohol for a few things that I'm panning. And you know, I can barely get my brush in here now, so I'm going to have to take all this out and move it to the centre and use some rubbing alcohol, and it will be gone probably in about a week. But yeah, that's that one. So yeah, this is a really good powder, but I will be glad to get it out of my collection. And then another thing is this Revolution and Imagination palette, and it's the same thing there. I'm hitting pan on pretty high, and that's almost gone, so I just use this one for under the eye, and also another one is literally, but that's obviously a bronzer, and I've just recently hit pan on that because I can't use my Body Shop bronzer just because I'm waiting for that rubbing alcohol to come so I can actually use it all up. And it's the same for my Charlotte Tilbury one. I actually dropped it on the floor and the bronzer side of it smashed completely, so that needs to be sorted. So at the moment I'm left without a bronzer until that rubbing alcohol comes. So I have been using this one because I always did say I wanted to hit pan on this by March. I mean, I've hit pan on it, but I've not used it up. I've got a good chance of using this up in the next week, so we'll see how I go with that. In the next video I'm going to do bronzers. This video on powders isn't really that long, so in the next video I will show you all my bronzers, which again, I don't have a serious amount of bronzers. But yeah, this is it for the powders. Thank you for watching as always. It means so much to me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.